If this message resonated with you, if it helped you understand yourself more deeply or reminded you of the person you're capable of becoming, then I invite you to stay connected. This channel is a space where we explore discipline, mindset, emotional resilience, and the psychology behind the habits that shape our lives. There is a word everyone admires from a distance but very few feel truly comfortable approaching: discipline. We praise it in others, envy it in those who seem to have mastered it, and talk endlessly about how we should be more disciplined ourselves. Yet, when we look at our own lives, discipline often feels heavy, strict, almost like a demand rather than a gift. It's the thing we blame for unfinished dreams and abandoned goals, the thing we swear we'll develop tomorrow, even though tomorrow rarely arrives the way we imagine. But if you look closely, discipline is rarely the harsh, punishing force we make it out to be. It is not loud. It is not militant. It does not need to shout. In truth, discipline is soft and subtle. It lives in quiet decisions, the small, almost invisible choices you make when no one is watching. It's what happens when you do something not because you feel inspired, but because you said you would. Discipline is less about controlling your life and more about gently aligning your actions with the person you want to become. The challenge is that your brain wasn't built for discipline, at least, not naturally. It was built to protect you, to conserve energy, to seek comfort over discomfort. Given the option between short-term pleasure and long-term growth, your brain instinctively chooses pleasure. So when you think you lack discipline, what you're actually experiencing is not failure. It's the ancient wiring of your mind trying to keep you safe. Discipline begins when the part of you that wants to evolve learns to speak louder than the part of you that wants to stay the same. For many people, discipline feels like a restriction, like a tightening of freedom. But ironically, the opposite is true. Lack of discipline is what quietly steals your freedom. When you cannot depend on your own consistency, your world becomes unpredictable. Your goals become vague. Your dreams drift further away. You become a passenger in your own life, carried by impulse and circumstance instead of intention. Discipline, when understood correctly, is what expands freedom. It gives you structure, clarity, and the ability to create a life you consciously choose rather than one you fall into by accident. And discipline does not need to be extreme to be powerful. Most people imagine discipline as a lifestyle of intensity: early mornings, strict routines, relentless effort. Naturally, that version feels overwhelming. But true discipline is simply consistency done gently. It's showing up repeatedly at an effort level you can sustain. It's choosing small progress over dramatic bursts. If intensity is a fire that burns out quickly, consistency is a candle that lights your path for years. Discipline begins with a moment of honest self-reflection. Not harsh criticism, just truth. It's looking at your habits and admitting which ones are hurting you. It's recognizing the excuses you've practiced so often that you genuinely believe them. And it's acknowledging that your goals are not impossible. You've simply never stayed with them long enough. From there, discipline grows through structure. Relying on motivation is unreliable because motivation is emotional. It rises and falls. Discipline is practical. It's building an environment where the path you want to take is the easiest one to follow. It's setting times, creating reminders, simplifying your routines, and removing distractions before they sabotage you. Structure makes discipline feel natural instead of forced. There's also a softer side to discipline that people rarely talk about. Discipline is not just pushing yourself, it is also protecting yourself. Protecting your attention from noise. Protecting your energy from people and habits that drain you. Protecting your future from decisions that feel good right now but harm you later. Discipline is an act of self-respect. A quiet declaration that your future deserves the same care as your present. Of course, discipline will always involve moments of resistance. Days when you don't feel like trying. Days when old habits call to you. Days when excuses feel logical. But the measure of discipline is not perfection, it's your ability to return. To come back after slipping. To recommit without self-hate. Discipline is built not in the moments you are strong, but in the moments you choose to stand up again. Over time, as you practice discipline in small, human ways, finishing what you start, keeping promises to yourself, showing up even imperfectly, something powerful begins to happen. You start to trust yourself. You feel more grounded. Your mind quiets. Your life feels less chaotic. And slowly, you become someone your future can depend on. Someone who follows through. Someone who grows steadily. Someone whose actions finally match their ambitions. Discipline is not about becoming someone perfect. It's about becoming someone reliable to yourself. If you want more content that supports your growth, not through pressure, but through clarity and compassion, you can subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way, each new video arrives right when you need it, guiding you gently toward a stronger, steadier, more intentional version of yourself. You don't have to do this alone. And you don't have to change everything at once. Just keep moving forward, one small act of discipline at a time. I'll be here to walk with you.